Okay. And we should be very, very live right now. Let me make sure. Yep. I don't know why it does that. It's supposed to be. Okay. Alrighty. So I suppose we should introduce ourselves and then we could introduce our food. All right. Hello everybody. It is me, Shae Howard, the co-founder and co-host of the Sickle Cell Experience Live. I'm also a writer. I am a photographer. I am a all-around creative being, and I am a mother, also the daughter of a warrior mom. And yeah, so I'm gonna let Trey introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I am Trey Eichart. I am an artist based in LA. Angelino, I'm a native. I'm also a photographer. And we got some good food here. And today we're going to be trying spicy lobster ramen on my end. And Shay, what do you have today?
Oh well, today I have some. Um, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I have glass noodles. I have some tofu glass noodles because I did not want meat today. I was like, that's all right. So
It
I,
gets like
instead
that.
of using meat, I used tofu and lots of veggies. And yeah, I'm super excited to taste it and try it.
All
I'm
right.
super happy.
And today we'll be talking about stress management in various forms and how to cope. So stay tuned and while we try these great dishes and have a great discussion. If you have anything you want to say, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. Also like and share this video. All right.
Those are
So
actual facts right now. Um, all right, so before we start the conversation, let me get to the tasting. All right. You like all right from there? You like I did that? Oh, silly. Okay.
it's interesting. Okay. Some of some of these ramens they have like the sauce flavor. This one is like real powder.
Mm-hmm. Boy, oh boy, is that good.
Ooh, I could smell the spices.
I put like a lot of herbs and spices in this. And I also put ginger, turmeric. Um, I used no soy sauce instead of regular soy sauce. So it's a pretty healthy, you know, pretty healthy meal going on here. I think that it's very it's spicy. But I like it spicy. But I could have even it out a little more. I did put a little bit of coconut milk in it, but how these things go.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
wondering if I should add some stuff to mine. I might add a little bit of lime.
How's yours tasting over there?
I have not tried it yet. I'm nervous.
You nervous?
I'm nervous. I had to mix it in good since it's powder. I thought it was gonna be sauce, but since it's powder, I had to mix it
It's
up.
the tofu. This is garlic. What is this? Garlic roasted tofu, I think. Something like that. Garlic and herb tofu. Sorry.
Okay, okay. It's definitely sriracha. I don't taste the whole lobster flavor, like lobster flavor.
Oh, it tastes like lobster?
Yes, sriracha lobster flavor.
Okay.
Yeah. I tried the volcanic chicken one the other day. That one was like, whew, seriously, volcano.
I love spicy noodles. Honestly, I don't even care that I didn't put meat in this because it's so good. And I know I would not have been able to buy this from anywhere. Mm. Okay, let's get on subject because we could talk
Yes,
about
weird
food.
flex. I just learned that I can use chopsticks with my right hand too. Almost. Pretty good.
Are you left-handed?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
there's my right hand. Woo!
Okay.
There we go.
What are the top three ways that you use stress management?
Top three ways
Mm-hmm.
that I use stress management.
Mm-hmm. Or that you manage your stress.
Um, I would just say being mindful of toxic energy is big. Um, I feel like I can walk into certain environments and I can feel like the atmosphere change, stuff like that. But staying away from drama and making sure that I do like a self care Sunday, even if it's not on a Sunday, once a week. Just doing things I love, like going to the park, things that are outside of my routine. Really, those things definitely help manage stress. Even going for a walk in the neighborhood, fresh air, all that stuff helps.
Okay.
Taking a bath, all those things. I like massages. All of those things help for sure. What about you?
Um, Writing would probably be in my top three. Writing is a very easy way for me to alleviate stress. It has been for like ever. So I would say writing. Um, what else? I like what you said about being mindful of your energy and the energy around you. So it's funny because, okay, so I literally have been like being interactive with people since Friday, right? Like nonstop.
Mhm.
And for someone like me, it drains me. Like I need a chance to recharge or else like it starts affecting my health in a way.
Mhm.
So I would definitely say being by myself. I know it sounds crazy. Like, why would that be a thing? It's a thing. I have to be by myself sometimes.
I totally get that. I feel the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah. So that would be one of the top three. And another one would have to be, um, I have so many. I'm trying to think of one top way that I alleviate my stress. Can you close that door, Nanda? It's that noise. So it would have to be um vitamin D, fresh air, the sun.
Hmm.
You know, that's something. Taking deep breaths, deep intentional breaths, because sometimes I gotta let my anxiety get the best of me and I don't even know it. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I don't even catch myself. And sometimes my daughter will be like, Nyla will be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I need to be intentional about my breathing because my anxiety has definitely taken over." So
Yes.
taking deep, intentional breaths, especially when I'm sick or in pain, because whew, it is not fun. It's very stressful being sick, especially as a single parent. So definitely have to take those deep breaths and just give myself a little grace
Yeah.
and say it's gonna be all right. Music. I'm sorry, music.
Music is a big one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget about music. Yeah.
I love
Whew.
music. Everything I do, I have to listen to music. And sometimes I'm like, is it really that serious? Can't you just do it without it? And then I try and I feel so off. I'm like, nah, this ain't working. I'm a different person when I don't have music.
Yeah, I am too. I noticed once when like before I got my AirPods, like I just had regular headphones. But now when I have AirPods and I can actually move freely and do stuff and listen to my music, I feel so calm, you know? But for me, genre wise, it can go either way. I can either be listening to hardcore rap or jazz, soft classical, and it'll just bring me from here to here.
I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, my neighbors are definitely confused over here.
Man. And then I go to some gospel and I be like, whoo, that good in.
Yep.
Um,
I like classic oldies, neither. I'm pretty sure it's not important. Okay. Um, yeah.
whoo, this is getting hotter by the bites.
Is it?
It is. It's good though. It's like that good hot.
I love spicy food. I feel like I want to put some hot sauce in this, but I don't want to. I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
I should too, actually.
And it's crazy because my phone rang like once today, other than the last two times it just rang and it was two different people. Here now, call her back and see if it's important. Go upstairs. Or let. Anyways, so what was I saying? Yeah. Anyways, my neighbors are definitely like they don't know what's going on. Okay, 1 minute is they hearing the the gangster of rap. Okay, all of the gangster rap. Then they hear gospel. Then they get to hit with a little bit of classical music, jazz, and then I love oldies. So I got to get my 60s, my 70s, my 80s music, Prince, Michael Jackson, you know, people like
Yeah.
So I just want y'all to see these noodles real quick. Look at these glass noodles. These things is banging. See all that seasoning?
Hmm.
That's that good stuff right there. I'm so happy. Um.
Mm.
Okay. So, how do you deal with? Okay. How do you deal with a person or people who are stressing you out?
If I'm being honest, you gotta go. Like, you gotta get up out of my energy. Because I feel like I'm a very empathetic person. I'm very mindful, and I can put myself in other people's shoes, not to hurt other people, or even just be a negative light towards people. I value being positive and being optimistic. So
In the kitchen.
it's just like I don't even want people like that in my space. Like, and I don't feel bad about deleting, blocking, and just going dark on people. Like, I mean, it depends on who it is. Like, if it's family or like super close friends, I'll try to wait it out. But if the energy is like consistently just toxic, after a while I'll realize like, nah, like if you're the only person like I'm regularly getting into it, like I just need to back up. And sometimes that doesn't mean like I hate the person. It just means like your energy does not work with mine and life is too short and you gotta go. Like, cut off men, I've cut off friends, I've, distanced myself from family. So you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm not for everybody and everyone isn't for me. And I'm not trying to be a people pleaser. So that's just the space that I'll be in. And I feel bad because I'm not a, a selfish person, until it's necessary for me to be more selfish to
It's
protect
like
my energy.
when you love somebody, but you got to love you more. You know.
Yes. And the greatest advice I got from one of my cousins a long time ago was guard your heart and guard your mind in all things that you do. And so
Mhm.
I remember that and I'm like, okay, all right. I can't be this forgiving Trey. I can't overlook the bullshit. Like, it's time to do something different now because doing the same thing over is a definition of insanity. People be mad at me, but I don't care. I be like, because I was thoughtful, you know, friendships. I was thoughtful. I do have a chronic illness, so I'm mindful of other people. But you got to be mindful of me too. Like I remember we talked to one of your friends before, Shay, who was mindful of the fact that sometimes you're just not feeling it, and sometimes you just need space. And I think that a good friend, will recognize those things. Or someone that truly loves you and cares about your well being will recognize the things that you need.
And that's facts. I like what you said when you said that you're not for everybody and everybody ain't for you. Because
Hmm.
anybody who know me knows I always say I'm not everybody cup of tea, but I'm somebody shot of vodka.
Hello.
Somebody shot of tequila over here. Straight up.
And
But
it's a good feeling when you don't want to have to like cut certain cords because they're stressful, and then you automatically feel relieved afterwards. Like, in your spirit like who belongs in your space and who doesn't. Even if you don't want to admit it to yourself, like,
mhm,
your body will pick up on those vibes.
absolutely. Um, I think you said something. You said that you don't have to always be forgiving. I personally think I forgive everybody. I don't forget though. I will never forget anything. So
I'll say
even
this: forgiveness does not equal reconciliation.
yes, I definitely believe that. Just because
Yes.
I forgive you. Stay over there. That's
Yeah.
that's fine.
Because
Um,
then you just holding on to like the animosity, and it's like that's not helping either. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't. How do I put this?
I'm saying that's why it's good to forgive, not forget, forgive.
Holding on to things, anything that is not serving you a purpose, is not going to end well in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I let go of so much stuff. Some people like, what, Shay? And it's crazy because I mean, I guess I have the tendency, is that the word, to be sort of a hothead, just
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Man, how I'm feeling right now, sweating, eating this ramen.
Right. So I have the tendency to be a little spicy. There we go. I'm a little spicy. I'm a little hot tamale. And I realize that not everyone can take me in the fullest of capacities. That I got to give people a little grace, because just because I can't go around saying, oh, it's real, it's the truth, so deal with it. No, that doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it
It doesn't make it
okay
okay.
because I have no problem telling anyone the truth. I mean, truth with an F, truth. Okay? I have no problems with that. But as I get older, I realize that just as much as I have to be in charge of the energy that I take in, I have to be in charge of the energy that I put out. So,
Absolutely.
um, I make sure, like, it's so crazy because, and I'm steady evolving and growing. So I can go from, say, for instance, I can go from talking about something that should be upsetting for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should be something that takes me out of my usual Shae happy element. Um, but I realized that lately I can go from talking about the happiest things in the world to the things that piss me off, and then I'm fine. Like, it used to take me so long to get my own energy back in, you know, I wouldn't say in command, because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when I'm angry about something or upset about something, I feel like that's a version of me, but it's not who I am. And it's not the
Right.
truest form of myself. The truest form of myself is happy, is, you know, great energy. I just want everybody to be happy. And,
Right.
that's just who I am, Tracy. That's just me. But
Yeah.
I am also someone is not very smart to try to think, oh, she's nice. Let me try her.
I used to be that person to where I was always super sweet, but I think it was around maybe 28, 29, where I stopped taking BS off of people. And it
Mm,
was just like, all right, like I wouldn't speak up, or I would just try to be the bigger person all the time. But at some point, like, you got to speak up, like, 'cause people keep trying you. And
yeah,
then, and then when you try to explain and connect with people, meet them on the bridge, 50-50, and it's just like some people, I had to learn to be okay that some people are going to be where they are and their ears are closed to communication. No matter what you do and what you say, like, some issues cannot be resolved, And again, going back to not everybody is for you, your family may not understand you. why you do the things you do, your homegirls, when you feel like you're growing and people want you to be the same, it's just like you have to break free sometimes.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta break
definitely
free.
know that. And it's necessary. Sometimes you gotta come out of a bag on somebody. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Sometimes they just gotta see, oh, perfect example. And this
People
was a
will take you
stranger.
for granted, and you have to show them that you are not one to be played with.
Yeah, it was literally a stranger. I don't know what it is about when I go outside. There's always somebody. I don't know if it's like my energy that's like, oh, she seems like someone I can just mess with and get away with. I don't know what it is. All I know is I'm sitting there minding my business with my child, as I often do when I go to the store, and waiting on my ride, as I usually do at the store. They have those little rollies. So mind you, I'm tired. Okay, I had went out day before. It's been one of them days. So I'm sitting in the rolly waiting, and when I say rolly, I mean the electric carts with the the little sit down carts.
Falling
That's
with
what I
the
call it.
hormones.
So I'm sitting in the rolly. Nyla's standing right next to me. Actually, I think she's sitting on my lap. And this guy who works at the store comes over to us and he's like, I need the basket. I'm like, I was so nice though. I was like, okay, my ride is coming. I'm gonna get up really soon, and that's I'll give it to you as soon as I get up. And mind you, my ride came in less than 2 minutes after this happened. So he was like, we need the we need the baskets now, and you can't just sit in the basket and all this other stuff. And so what you're not gonna do is play with me or my energy, right? So I was like, okay, I was just really nice to you, like, and you came back very rude and really disgusting, honestly. And so my answer was, why don't you move me out of this basket?
Ooh.
Because see, look, and I know one day somebody might have the the nicer word for what I'm trying to say, the guts to do something like that. But I just felt like if you would have saw that parking lot, there was baskets all over. I
Oh.
mean, everywhere. So for you to come to me when there's like four rollies in there not being used and there's baskets all over the parking lot, why are you coming to me? Why are you coming over to me? So I just kind of was like, well, before I said move me, I was like, well, my ride is almost here. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now this is what I'm talking about when I say I have to be careful with the energy that I put out because I went from very pleasant, very nice, very, I wasn't trying to be like difficult, but I was legitimately tired. And I didn't have it. Okay. I did not have the energy to be like, oh, like what was I gonna do? Put all my stuff on the floor when you got everything, you got all these other baskets. So when I saw that there was no reason, he just didn't have a real reason to come ask me for these baskets. And I had been nothing but nice. Then there was a shift in my energy.
Okay, let's talk about that shift.
The shift is what I'm saying.
Okay, that shift. I don't know if it's rooted in just, and I'll be honest, black people being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like they want black people to be just so calm about everything. Oh, we're aggressive. Why you getting so upset? But they forget, just like you said, I was so calm. I was so calm. And then that flip.
Yeah, because it was
You
like
want me to take it there.
yeah, like I literally was like, oh, and I was on the phone at that, like nothing I was doing. So it's like you were not only just being rude to me and to my daughter, but you saw me on the phone. So now you're double rude because you come in and you interrupted my conversation for this nonsense.
Can't stand people who are rude or just assholes for no reason at all. Like, come on now. Like, why are you bothering people? Like, you don't have nothing else to do, clearly.
Right. And he got the
And
right one on the wrong day personally because it went from very zero to very 100 real quick. Like it was I was like, as much as I come to this store, I've never heard of anyone telling me I have to get out the basket. Like this is the first time, and then I was like, matter of fact, why don't you move me?
like you said, there were so many baskets. Like, come on now. Like,
Yeah.
you want to inconvenience someone for your own convenience when you can just go walk right over here and go get another basket.
Oh, he worked there.
Oh, he worked there. I missed that part.
Yeah, he worked there.
Wait, were
He
they
was like the
closing?
basket person, but
Were they? You said they were
like
closing? No.
no, it was the middle of the afternoon.
Maybe he was mad. See, look at in my brain, I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But
I'm not
that's the worst thing
benefiting
for me. That's why I
nothing.
give people too many chances because I'm like, it can't be that bad, and you can't be this stupid.
Look, I ain't got time to tell nobody. I was like, you know what?
Remind yourself, people are really on some other a lot of times, and that's
Mhm.
why. Okay, okay, you go over there, and I'm gonna go over here.
Oh yeah, he walked away because it was like after I said move me, what else could he do but either move me or walk away? So
You want that smoke?
oh no, he didn't. He
You want
he
that
what
smoke?
he thought was going to happen because especially after I was so pleasant with him at first, he
Mhm.
thought I was going to be apologetic for taking up space
Ooh,
in his world. Okay.
girl.
And I wasn't because this is my world too. And I had every right to be in that basket. I spent good money in that store, not a couple dollars. You know what I mean? I spent good money in that store. If I wanted to sit in that basket all night long, I could have sat in that basket all night. Okay? I'm not taking it off property. It was literally right next door. Like I was at the store right next door in front of it. So, and I intended to put it back, but after that, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie, I was petty. Um,
Ah.
but
True.
it's just that's just. But I did not let it affect my day. You know, like in the moment of it happening, I was like, the nerve, you know. But after that, I let it go. Honestly, this is the first time I talked about it since it happened. This
Mm.
Sunday. So, um, I just think that it was a perfect example of like how far I've came because before I think I would have definitely been a lot more angry and I would have been a problem. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have let that one thing probably sit with me all day. I would have carried that all day. But honestly, I wasn't tripping. Like it was minor in retrospect, but I just felt like sometimes you just don't let nobody disrespect you. You know, that's
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying. Like when it comes to managing my stress, I will walk away from situations that will hurt me. But if I have to compromise my self respect, best believe, oh baby, you gonna hear something.
That's when I'm gonna say something.
Yeah,
Like, you take my, if you either one take my kindness for weakness, or two, you insult my intelligence, that's when you're gonna hear the most from me. Other than that, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna be like, okay, whatever.
yeah,
It's the disrespect, like you said.
yeah. I just don't have the time. I don't have time to be
Ain't
worried.
nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that.
Woo! Oh Lord Jesus is a fire in my mouth, bruh.
Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Woo. Woo.
Man, I think
Listen.
I put too much on my plate.
Ooh.
But it's so good. You
Burning
ever had some
up.
food? You knew you was full,
It's like burning up. Huh?
but it's just it tastes so good, so you just keep on.
Yeah, this sauce is banging, but like I said, it's like all peppers. Peppers. This African peppers. Whew. She
Okay.
go. But yes, having ramen definitely makes me want to go to Japan. Japan was lit, and I literally had ramen for breakfast almost every day. They mostly had ramen there instead of like sushi or anything. It was really
Mm,
interesting.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Cause isn't ramen like Vietnamese or no?
Nah,
Cause that's
they
pho
was doing it there.
or
I think
pho.
that's like pho. Pho, yeah.
Okay.
And now they had ramen, udon, all kind of different noodles. It
Okay.
was a trip though. It was a trip.
I like how my veggies still got their crunch, but they
Mhm.
cook just right enough to be like, mm. Now I should have done a cooking video for this, but I didn't because I already have a glass noodles cooking video.
Mhm.
But it's I think it's with chicken, or it might be with plant-based chicken, and I couldn't remember. So I'm just not gonna do a video because I might be duplicating what I've already done. And I have so many more. I made my own soup the other day.
Mhm.
It was coconut, tofu, what was it? Coconut curry, coconut curry tofu soup.
Okay, okay.
When I tell you that stuff, now
Mm.
you know Nyla, but most people don't know Nyla. One thing about my child, she does not like sweet and savory. She's not really a big fan of sweet food. You know,
Like
she likes
what?
candy, she likes cake, but like food, you know, she's not a,
Like
you
a
know,
pineapple teriyaki type of thing?
yeah,
Is she?
she's not. That's not. She's not going. That's not her. It's not her ministry right there. So when I made the soup, I was like, "You're probably not gonna like it," but I have this idea in my head, and I just really want to make it.
Mhm.
And so she was like, "Well, what is it?" And I just was like, "Well, I want to add coconut milk and the tofu. It's the same type of tofu that's right here." And I had added the chickpeas, and I roasted some garlic and some ginger and onions, and I put some curry in there, And I just knew she was just not, she wasn't gonna have it. So I was like, "Ah, I'm just gonna make like a little pot." Do you know this girl had 4 bowls?
Mm.
I was like, "Oh,
She
okay."
growing. That
She
girl is
liked
growing.
that. She was like, "That's good. When you gonna cook it again?" It was funny because I was supposed to make it again and make a video, and this tofu is what I make it with. And so when I told Nada to hand it to me, she looked at me. She said, "Ain't that what you gonna make the soup with?" She was so done. She was like, "Nah, like you doing too much right now. This ain't
Man, you
that."
using all the ingredients, mom. Like, come
Yeah.
on now.
I'm like, we could always go to the store. She just looked at me and handed it to me like the one thing.
Like, don't play with me.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. I think that was pretty cool. Like something different that she got to have that she actually liked.
Hmm.
But she said these noodles are too spicy. She said, "Mom, you put too much turmeric. Turmeric is spicy." But actually, it was the cayenne pepper because it wouldn't come out. So I did this. It was a new bottle. So, so I can handle the spicy, but I kind of forgot Nyla was here.
Oh,
So
don't. Oh,
but she had seconds. She was like, "Mom, what
yeah. It
can I
must not have been
do?"
too bad.
Yeah, I mean, she had seconds. She literally the second time around, she ran out of lemon juice. So she was like, "What can I do? I just need to take a little bit of the spice down." And I told her, and she just looked at me like, "I don't like none of them ideas you talking about." So she just left it. She was like, "I'm gonna let you deal with that. You did it. You deal with it." So, what was the other part of
Yes.
our talk? I think we had one more thing to discuss. Oh, how we stay well.
Oh, how we stay well. I probably drink a gallon of water every day. Um, more or less. I eat a balanced diet. I eat a little bit of everything. Veggies, fruits, meats, breads. I'm not like a vegan or try to be vegetarian or anything like that, but whew, this is still hot. But I eat pretty good. I work out, pretty not I don't like go ham at the gym or anything like that, but I do basic, aerobics at home or go for walks, stuff like that. And again, like the stress is a big factor. So if I'm feeling anxious or like I have stress or anything like that, I'll definitely do something to woo
Uh oh.
do something to calm my mind, stuff like that. But I think I do pretty good.
Okay.
I can't say there's anybody in my life, that's stressful or anything like that. So um I have a lot of support, from friends and family, for having a chronic illness, and that helps. So yeah. And praying helps me. It definitely does. Praying helps me. If I, get stressed out, definitely call to God, and, He talks to me and shows me what I need to do, and it works for me.
Okay.
That's how I stay healthy. Having faith for sure that when I am stressed out, it'll all work out. And it does. So,
Yes, that's it. The faith.
hmm
That faith, having a strong faith, gets you through a lot, especially having sickle cell. Um,
yes.
I know for myself, I I take a lot of vitamins, a lot of hydration, at least two gallons a day
Ooh,
of alkaline water
buckle up.
because I have not just sickle cell but kidney disease. So I'm I'm trying to account for both of them. You know what I mean? Trying to get them both
For real.
under because like it seems like when one flares up, the other is not far behind. Honestly, so
Mm-hmm.
I try my best to balance myself out. Like I don't eat meat full time. I am a half vegan, vegetarian um person. I don't eat meat like 24/7 basically. That's all that means. Whether I split it up week by week or, you know, every 2 weeks, however I do it, I try my best to not have so much meat. I do still live though. I make sure I'm still doing the things that make me happy. Um supposed to have a food. So so when I have it, I enjoy it very, 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 very much. And I do things that make me happy. I dance in the middle of fast food restaurants because I want to, because the music is great. So I just start dancing. Usually it's with my daughter. Um, you know, I sing and I sound crazy half the time, but I love it. I don't let anything or anyone weigh me down to the point where it's affecting my health. Um, what else do I do? I try to be active. I want to do it a lot more than I have been. I feel like 2020 really kind of took me off off the reservation a lot because I was working out a
Yeah,
lot
I
before
was
then.
working out like with gym equipment like 4 days a week. I was like really getting there. Then
Yeah,
boom, 2020
yeah,
March hit, and I was like working at home.
and that's what happened. So I just really need to. I read somewhere it was like a one of the workout groups I'm in, and it was this lady who was like over 300 pounds, and she was saying that she only committed herself to working out at least 5 minutes a day for at least 3 days out of the week. But
Hmm.
it she's only like 160 pounds now. And it's
Hmm.
because she stayed consistent to what worked for her. And
Hmm.
ultimately, it got her back to where she needed to be.
Wow.
Um, I personally want to lose weight for my health. I am happy with myself, and I think that's how I stay so well as well as being happy, 100% happy with myself. Um,
Hmm.
I do things that I make sure I can sleep at night. You know,
That part, I
if
don't
I
lose sleep.
right, like if I'm into it with someone or I argue, I'm not gonna argue with you. So if I know I'm wrong, I'll apologize. If you are wrong, I'll forgive you, even if you're not sorry. You know,
Yes, that's the thing
that's
too for me. Like, I don't know. Like when I get into it, like I don't lose sleep. Like, oh my gosh, it was a really bad. It's just like I'm still gonna get my sleep, like regardless. And we can talk about this later. Like, it's not really the end of the world, you know. But if I'm wrong, like I don't mind apologizing because that helps me sleep at night too. You know, like
hmm
if I do have a conscience, you know, so if I think maybe that would keep me up though if I knew I was wrong about something and I needed to apologize to someone because I knew that their heart was in the right place, then maybe that would keep me up, you know. and that would stress me out, because I knew I was wrong, because I want to treat people how they treat me,
Right.
you
No, I
know.
get that.
So yeah, but I would apologize if I felt I was wrong, no hesitation.
Yeah, I don't have a
Mhm.
problem with admitting when I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I have a problem when a person wants me to be wrong so bad, and it's just like, but am I though? Like
it's
even if I've played a part in something being wrong, um, I wouldn't mind apologizing. But if I was justified in what I did, I'm not gonna apologize to you
and
because it
even
takes
if
a lot for me to be like, because I really know how to put myself in check. I really know how to be like, Shay, okay, damn well you had no business. Like, you went ham for no reason.
yeah,
You need to chill. Okay. But if it was provoked,
yeah.
baby, if you provoked me, that's your fault. Not
And that's
mine.
my thing. I don't provoke people. So people provoke me and I snap. It's like, look, you had it coming and you thought it was funny. So now that shit, I'm on your app. Let me just say now I'm on your you want to be mad at me. And it's just like it's not gonna work because I know the part that I played and I can say, you know what, throughout the whole say incident, you know, I think you're wrong for this, but I can definitely say this is the part that I played, and I see where introspection, I see where I went wrong and how I could have done things differently. But
Hmm.
at the same time, not everybody is capable of doing that too. So it's like I had to get out of trying to force people to see both sides because not everybody can do that either.
Right, because I'm capable of seeing both sides. So even if I see both sides, if I'm forced to deal with someone or dealing with someone who can only see from their perspective and they don't
Hmm.
see anything else but their perspective, what is there? I can't give you anything. There's
I can't
nothing.
give you nothing. And there
I
is
can,
nothing to even talk about after
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like, what is there to say?
Right. Like
I
that song, like you said, what's it, Chris and Michelle? Blame it on me.
blame it on me. Saying stuff up. Saying that
Yo, and
I
that is such a stress reliever too when you can let it go. Like,
yeah.
listen, you are who you are where you are, I am where I am. And so what's next? Like, how am I gonna move on in life with the least bit of stress? Because at the end of the day, I realized that everybody on this planet has the same objective, and that is to maximize their pleasure and minimize their pain. But what pleasure and pain is the subjective part. So I'm not expecting other people to live or want the things that I want. Is if that's what works for you, great. But this is what works for me. And if you want me to be somebody different, I'm like I said, I'm not for you. And I'm okay with letting you be who you are away
Hmm.
from me
Right.
or
Go.
even at a distance because I don't feel like, especially with friends, you don't always have to like, just stop being friends with somebody. Sometimes you have to give them that space to find what they're looking for in their life. And that doesn't mean that we're not friends. It just means that you're trying to find your way in this world as I am. And
And sometimes you can't do that together. You gotta. It's a solo journey sometimes. And I think
yes.
that sometimes people take it personally when you
Mm-hmm.
realize that and you give them that space and that grace. And it's just like, oh, you're being funny. No. I think you should focus as well as I, or whatever the case,
Yes.
do you. But
Mm-hmm.
it's simple, it's real simple. And I think that people make life harder than it really has to be. I think that staying
Mm-hmm.
well is a task, but it's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've managed to stay well, managed to do everything in my power to be here and be okay and be well.
Yeah.
And sometimes I fall short.
Mhm.
Sometimes I spend longer in bed than I usually would. Like today, I honestly thought I was going to be in bed a lot longer than but I woke up and I was like, nah. I don't know what the heck I was going through today. But I was like, nah, I'm finna get up.
Girl.
It's bigger fish to fry.
I
So
know this city has been so crazy with all like the weekend festivities and then Valentine's Day. Like this city has literally just been a buzz. Like, and it's just like I need to chill. But like you said, let me just get this rolling.
yeah, yeah. Okay, we're almost at an hour. So I just want to first say thank you for joining me today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I think although I didn't finish my food, I think my eyes were way too big for my stomach today. But that's okay.
Thank you
It's
for
still gonna be
putting me
there.
onto the sriracha lobster flavor. I never had lobster ramen before.
You're welcome. I thought that was so unique. I was like, oh my gosh, lobster ramen, that's lit. So
Yeah.
I had to send you the
It
idea.
looks a little like lobster, not really.
No. Have you
I
ever
think
had
the heat.
lobster mushrooms?
No.
Okay.
Stuffed mushrooms?
No, they're actually lobster mushrooms. So it looks like lobster, they're orange. They actually taste like lobster, but it's mushrooms. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to
Man.
put you on one day.
Put
Gotta
me
let
on,
you.
sis.
I gotta teach you the game.
Never have I ever had that. Never ever.
I'm telling you, it's so lit too. So trust me, we're gonna get it popping. I don't know what we'll try next time. If there's anyone who is watching or will watch this, if you want us to try something different, if you want us to cook something, let us know. You can comment, you can DM us. Um, this was a great idea because it's so fulfilling. I really didn't even need meat. I didn't want meat. So it's because I had like a real heavy weekend of like, I hadn't eaten a lot of beef. So I had like
Mhm.
lamb and steak, and I had
Ooh.
too much going on this
What
weekend.
was before we go? What was your most favorite part of your birthday weekend? Anything super extra special that you just thoroughly enjoyed to the core?
I thoroughly enjoyed my virtual party. I really did. It was so great seeing everybody show up, on my behalf and just have a great time. Everybody was team players and we had such a great time. I really loved every part of my weekend because it was like it had the components of like the people that I knew I was going to miss from California, you know, show up on my birthday. We had the virtual party. Then on Saturday, I got to, I don't want to say give Nyla away, but I got to have a break for a change. And I was able to go out and have a girls' night and, you know, go out to a nice restaurant and not have to worry about me and Nyla, just myself and what I wanted.
Hmm.
And um, I was able to,
You had to decompress from being a mother.
yeah, I was
Girl.
able to be Shae. I didn't have to be
Yeah.
Shae and Nyla. I was able to just be Shae. And it's been a long time since that happened. And then on
Hmm.
top of that, on Sunday, I was able to spend time with Nyla and my little niece and nephew that I love so much, that they love me so much. So just feeling so much love and be able to eat and watch the Super Bowl and be able to be
Right.
nostalgic
Yes,
with
go
the
Rams.
halftime
They did
show.
that. LA
Yeah.
all day, baby.
So all of it was
Such a
amazing.
good game.
Yeah. So yeah, that was this was a really great birthday. So
Good, good.
I'm glad that I have the love and support that I have from
Well,
everyone.
happy birthday again, Shay.
Thank you.
Cheers to many more, though.
Yes. I'm trying to be here. That's why I'm a problem. Because they say the good die young. I'm a good person, but I'm also a problem. You understand me?
Ah!
So
What's
that
my
they don't know
line? I
when to
say
press the
I'm
button.
sweet. I'm sweet like honey with a dab of habanero.
I'm just saying. They don't know when to press the button. They're like, oh, she got it. Wait a minute. Now, did you just go? Give me a minute. I'm going to let you know when I'm ready. So, with that being said, I'm going to let everybody go with my positive words of wisdom, which is start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Until next time, folks, peace.